All right, eyes up here. Girls. Okay, now I want to go over the meanings of two words. A lot of you will know it, but for those of you who do not, what is an interview? Justin.
Something like you're asking someone about their information and that guy or talks to you and tells you about his information or something.
Right, Patrick?
It can be like you ask him questions, and like if he knows it, he answers to you, and sometimes you talk about the answer.
Right, very good, exactly, Justin. I can see you talking.
Okay.
All right, when you go like this, it's pretty obvious. And who is a reporter? Sam, who's a reporter?
A reporter is a person who asks a person questions and they interview.
Right, so the reporter is the one asking the questions. Now, for this activity, we're going to have groups of 4 or 5. We're going to have one reporter. Get a better marker. We're going to have one reporter. Who's one of the people being interviewed?
Moses.
Right, so we're going to have
I'm pretty
Moses, Ming. Okay? Yeah, you answered the question, that's enough. Who else is being interviewed? Carter.
An Israelite.
Right. And an Israelite is a Jewish person. And where are they living during the Exodus? Remember which country they're living in? Lesson? Egypt, right. They're in Egypt and they want to go back to the promised land.
About
Amen.
Jacob.
Right. And who else is being interviewed? There's one more. Robin? No, Jacob was a long time before this.
Abraham.
No. Hey, don't just list random people.
Ramses, the king of
Yeah.
Egypt.
Justin,
Yes.
what did we say about raising our hands?
Okay.
What?
I raise my hand.
When you have an answer?
Okay.
Yeah, same to you, Robin.
Yeah.
Now, Carter was right. We're interviewing an Israelite. Who else might we interview? If we're interviewing Moses, an Israelite, Jacob, you need to face this way. Also interviewing an Egyptian person. So the Israelite is kind of like an average person, an average Israelite, and an average Egyptian. Now, Jacob. Come on, sit up. Now, since some of the groups will have 5 people, you can have 2 Israelites or 2 Egyptians. But we will always only have 1 reporter and 1 Moses. So let's pick our groups. All right. Now, in your groups, Oliver, in your groups, each person will get one of these. You'll list the questions and the answers. Have Sagan, Sam, Leslie, Oliver, and Robin up in the front and in the back. Patrick, Sophie, Carter, Justin, and Jacob.
Hello.
In the back group.
Justin
All
Carter.
right. You guys need to work together.
We all have different names.
I mean, let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
People. This one. Do you want to be the answer?
Yeah, there's nothing.
Right, All right, so far this group is the only one that's actually working. That's not a good thing to see. Good. And make sure you're all working together because this needs to be the same answer.
I want to make this funny. What is your question? What do you want? Israel and Mo. What do you guys? Can I be Egyptian? Can I be no? Who's the other one?
Sam, do not sit on the table.
Who's gonna?
Sam, that's not a table, it's in the chair. That's why the tables are broken.
Guys, let's write the questions first. We have to decide who's what.
I will. You're gonna be first. You're the.
Wait, I don't.
It's much easier.
the chair on the desk.
But first, it's read the Bible, and then the next is I did when I was
Make Moses sound like extremely boring person.
You always want to be sure.
You guys don't, I told you already, you don't need to decide who you're gonna be right now, okay? Just write the question.
What are you trying to ask?
I know that church starts then.
Okay, what is this related to?
My mom
You will work in groups of four to write an interview script. The interview will be led by a reporter who has been assigned to interview the Israelite leader Moses, an Israelite and an Egyptian, about events during the Israelite exodus from Egypt.
But the reporter has to make the questions.
You guys can split it up. Some of you can write questions here, some of you can write questions here.
just give me questions. You lost your papers again.
Wow, you guys have done a lot.
What's that?
They were not.
One speak? No, you should ask the Israelite.
Numbers.
No, it's not you should get the encouragement. And then it's like you read
You have the
that.
Israelite exodus.
Yes.
That's all we're talking about. We're not going any further into
Oh,
the
wait.
Israelite. Israelite.
Let's do Moses.
Yeah.
That's one should be.
when it rained, dark and sky.
What's question number one?
Israelite.
How was Moses urged to leave
Yeah,
that many
but
people?
remember, we're focusing on the exodus from Egypt, not the journey back home to Palestine. All right, this is an okay question, but I agree, yeah. Perhaps you'd ask an Israelite. Because you have to think of questions that you would want Moses to answer. Yeah, we talked about this at lunchtime.
What is Moses? Anyone guys go?
Big number.
Okay, question number 3.
Yeah, so why did he refuse?
Which God is
He already did for us to know. But it didn't.
So, right, so you have why.
Because he
It
did.
was stressful.
That's after that.
Got bigger. But why didn't you let him go?
You should ask number 3. If he had asked you,
Yeah,
just the kids know. Yeah, just like the no. And the Egyptians they would take. What did you do?
Yes, finish.
I had
Now which team would you like to join? So for this interview, the reporter's going to interview Moses, Israelite, and an Egyptian about the Exodus. So you can read what they have so far. Oliver, I'm talking to you about this already.
This is
All right, Rwanda. All right, guys, we're gonna present tomorrow first thing. Make sure you have everything you need to write down.
Don't leave anything
All right, so the lesson this morning was for application of content knowledge. The candidate understands how to connect concepts and use of differing perspectives to engage students in critical thinking, creativity, and collaborative problem solving related to authentic and local global issues. So actually, I think that kind of relates perfectly to the interviewing Moses activity, because the students were sort of able to creatively, well, especially very creatively, think about what we learned yesterday and apply it to what kind of questions
I
they would
agree.
ask.
Anytime you can get them to think
Yeah,
and apply knowledge to it, to their thought, and as well as this interview, I think it's a great way for them to learn and actually learn and remember it.
yeah, not just learning, but thinking about it over the course of a couple days, and thinking what would I ask? How would they answer? What would be appropriate questions to ask and answer?
I thought it was
Yeah.
very effective.
Yeah, I think some of them needed some guidance. Especially
This group in general, they're not abstract thinkers.
Yeah, they're also
They'd rather copy a book.
yeah, and they're also sort of the more act first, think later
Mhm.
types. I think they got really excited about it, but a lot of them did some yes or no questions when they were writing the questions, and then their answer would be no. But I think they need to work on thinking well, how would an interviewer act in that situation? How would a reporter act, and what would an Israelite or an Egyptian
More
person
than
say?
a simple yes or no.
Yeah.
Why, more of a why or.
Yeah, and I think we'll see tomorrow when they present, but I think it'll be really interesting.
Yeah.
And also to get the different perspectives on the same assignment, because for the Egyptian geography project, they each did a different thing, but for this they're all doing a very similar thing, so I think it'll be good to see how each group approached it.
And they'll learn from each other. as
Yeah,
well.
exactly.